Yo, yo, RX back with another stream. This time it is Saturday night after some fight, which means we are doing the after party for UFC Vegas 111 or 111, whatever way you to describe it. It's time. You're damn right. It's Mr. C. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. It's time. We're here again. Saturday night after some fights. After another card that happened. It's probably the nicest thing I could say about it. It happened. No, actually, it's alright. It was far from being terrible, but what's bring like an ASMR channel? Y'all keep saying that it was not a funny joke, and it's mainly because it's not true. So keep trying, buddy. But yeah, fights today were what they were. Not terrible by any means, but still just nothing where it was like, oh wow, what a card. It happened. Just fine. Like, I don't know, I enjoyed the card perfectly fine, but it's far from a card where I'm leaving it saying, wow, that's a really damn good card. It's fine, good. A lot of finishes. It was decent. I don't know what else to really say. It was an Apex card that was better than last week's, as expected. Still could have been better, in my opinion. I expected actually it to be better, but on a main event, no, that was a perfect stoppage actually. So I don't see any problem with that stoppage. What's up, Freezy? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I don't think that was a bad stoppage at all. And separate your lips from each other. Whatever the fuck that means with the parentakin. Always good to see someone new in chat. Hope you're doing good. Damn you, Ricky Simon. Yeah, Ricky Simon. That was a great fight, but yeah, I think he lost that fight, and I didn't think they got the decision right. I actually don't have really any issues with the reffing or the judging tonight. The only fight, I think, the Tisha Pennington fight was a little bit debatable of a decision, even though it seems no one else agrees. I think that was the only really debatable one. Outside of that, I think, yeah, reffing and judging was pretty decent tonight. We can take a look at goat milk. I guess we can start off with that. We can look at. Obviously, I did not do phenomenal. I'm still 59%. I only got 6 right, which, yeah. Now we can look at my picks first. Yeah, I really don't have any issues with any of the stoppages or decisions tonight. Not that there was many decisions, and most of the stoppages were fucking taps or whatever. Sup, RX? Good to see you, Freezy. The FBI investigating got everyone during their job. The only fight that was really like weird or debatable was the Ismail Bonfim fight because he completely quit. So that's definitely in the odds. Like I brought up on for you last night, the odds really got really tight after the weigh-ins. So that was definitely a debatable score. One to say the least, because again, Ismail completely quit. But outside of that, I think everything else was pretty good, ref wise, and yeah, I'm convinced this is Leg's second channel. Well, you can think that it's not. What's up, Western Mass? Good to see you, brother. But yeah, I did pretty mid on picks, back to normal it seems. That first one right. I'll talk about all the fights in their own right in a little bit, but just look at everyone's picks. I did not do phenomenal, to say the very least. I got this right, but who didn't? I'll take my first L here. I saw Miles Johnson look a lot better, but he sucks. You picked against Medic. Yes, a lot of people did. Actually, I think a lot of people fucking did. Dude, Salkov is fucking scary, bro. He's 50. Yeah, I think that was one of the closest fights on the card in terms of who you're gonna pick. So that was a good fucking finish by Euros. But yeah, I got this right. You know, I kind of think Tisha won this fight. We'll talk about that more later. Easy pick here. Lock of the night here. Ricky, Quickie, Ricky. Ugh. Great fight, but yeah, Ricky Simone did not win that fight at all. It was close, but kind of clear for Hyoni. This was a pathetic fight. I don't even know why Embers signed a contract if he was that scared to actually fight. Tulio, he's a can. COD is still garbage. Padilla, I said even before the weight miss, Padilla was the pick. He was. And it was my easiest pick outside the main event. I don't think that was an easy fight to pick at all. I think if they fight 10 times, Salakov could easily win 4 or 5. Like, most people on Topology are picking Muslim because he's really fucking good. Like, that's whoever gets knocked out first. So, it could have went either way, so. What can you really say? Either hype went out the window. Well, when you get cuddled to death, yeah. Embers is a bitch. What can you say? Have you made your pick for JD and Islam yet? Like, I pretty much have said the same thing since the fight got booked, I believe. Who do I want to win? Of course, Jack Della. Who doesn't want Jack Della to win? Who do I actually think is going to win? Probably the Inbred. Yeah, more than likely Inbred will take the win. We'll talk about that next week. Crazy. I took the L here. God damn it, you old fuck. Yeah. Salakov could just really not get going, and Medic just fucking stormed him in a minute. Good one for Medic. Salakov is so damn good, just 40. When you're 48 years old, what can you really do? Easy pick here. They both suck. And then, yeah, right. If you're that good, you won't let him take you down. No, I'm not. If you're that good, you would actually fucking fight. Jamal Emmers is not good. He was scared to fight. So, I'm not blaming Hyder Emil at all. He was there to fight. Jamal Emmers wanted to goddamn cuddle with him. So I don't blame him. Emil one fucking bit. Emmers is a little bitch. And then, speaking of little bitches, Randy Brown. You're so tall. You look really good in fights, and then you get beat by a guy who's not even that good. Great. So I think we've learned of Randy Brown. He's a good fighter that's never going to be good enough. That, I think, is how I think that's the right way to look at Randy Brown coming out of this fight. He has a lot of talent, and he's a top 20 guy in the division, but he's never going to be good enough to be top 15, and he took the L here. Another fight where everyone picked the underdog, typology and all that, and he lost. Annoying. I'll talk about these fights more in a little bit, but yeah. So I got 6 right, a perfect half. I'll take it. Not really upset about any of the L's outside of Tulio pissed me off a good amount, and he's the next Neil Magny. Neil Magny might be better. Randy Brown's just so fucking inconsistent, man. He's really damn good. He's a dude who has a lot of fucking talent. He has the perfect build. He can make welterweight easily. He has good power. But it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. You're fighting a goddamn grappler and you're letting him look like a fucking confident striker. It's like, what are you doing, dude? He's just never going to be good enough. What else can you say? It's just a pitiful performance by Randy. He got knocked out with a good stoppage. Annoying. Very fucking annoying, but he's never gonna be good enough. Let's look at some of y'all's picks. We'll look at Chrome up to a 65%. I saw he was on the first page, 8 of 12, so did a lot better than I did. Let's see, where did he fall short? I could imagine a few. Breeze, Smarkos, yep. Denise, Hokit, Jacqueline Good so far. And then the back-to-back L's we all took. Yeah. What can you do? Annoying. Chrome, yeah, pick like Blind Beauty. if you picked like Blind Beauty, you would have went fucking perfect. And then yeah, you took the same. Oh, you picked Ismail? Ew. Chrome, I expect better from you. Tulio, yeah, okay. I got up and then yep, and yep. You picked. This is the only pick I'm actually like, ew. You picked this dork, this chubby motherfucker. Come on. Actually, if you did pick like Blind Beauty, you would have won a perfect night. Maybe. Well, outside of this fight, you would have got that wrong, but yeah, you would have had a better, and you would have got 2 wrong, but you would have had a better night. That's fun. But yeah. Chrome did very good. I saw he did end up on the first page. I'll look at who won Go Milk in a minute. Let's look at the Mysticals picks. I'm guessing he did very good, like always. Yep, 8 of 12 as well. Let's review the homies picks. Got with that Chrome, Moss. Yep, simple ones there. Nothing crazy, and then yep, we all took the same O's there. Nice COD pick, Padilla. Yep, main Moss. No, I picked both them Bonfim brothers. Yeah, neither are good. That's the funny thing. But Ismail just got exposed. Not like he was anyone actually thought he was good to begin with, and then Gabriel just got lucky. He fought the super inconsistent Randy Brown. So yeah, looks like me and Moss almost had the same picks outside of fucking COD. So one of them was straight dog doo-doo. They both are. Gabriel ain't good. Randy Brown's just never gonna be good enough to be. My God, he's never gonna fucking achieve his fucking. He's never gonna reach his fucking ceiling. So Gabriel's terrible. Again, most people think he lost to Wonder Boy in 2025. So he's not good, but he was the better fighter tonight. Yeah, it's a guy who's not good, but is good. I don't know how to explain Randy Brown at this point. So next, who can we look at? Let's look at the Smokey. We'll look at everyone in a minute. What does Smokey do tonight? I believe it's live right now, so I hope he's doing good. He got 7 right. Let's see what the Smoker picked. Let's see. He picked Jesus and John's. This is he was reaching here, and then I understand that. Yep. Yeah. Did he go perfect on the main card? Damn, good shit. Man, I picked Randy Brown. Damn it. The Smokey did good. Just that Jackson McVeigh picked fucked him a bit. Let's look at the toner. The toner. Oh, he didn't do picks tonight. Oh, he did. He just already has his next week's picks in. That's interesting. Making your picks a week out from the card's crazy. But what do you? I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Tone. Looking like he had a good night. Same L's we all took. Yep. Simon and John's let me down. Yeah, you're telling me, man. Pelikov. So yeah, I feel like a lot of us had the same picks on mostly everything. I think the only ones, Medic is one that a lot of people are flipped on. Let's check Pale. I'm trying to think. Most of the other ones, like obviously everyone got a meal and fucking Simone wrong. Yeah, but I do think I did say Jaime Barcelos was a live dog. He could win. I didn't pick him. I wish I did. So I think a lot of people count out Ione too much. Pale, of course, had a great night like always. Took the same L's we all did. So there you go. Nothing new with his picks. I want to find someone who made a crazy pick. Anyone else to check? I guess not. I don't want to. I know he doesn't do picks. I think Jess actually did really good. So it's always good to see. Julian doesn't do picks. Knitter, Turtle, supposed to come down. He was like 70%. Yeah, he went from 70% to now 66%, which is still one of the best on the site. But Jesus Christ, the fact that that's a drop down should say a lot about how good he was doing. The winner of Goat Milk tonight was Jay Coney. Good for him getting his, I believe, second trophy. I don't know why the fuck it flipped to that card. So he gets his second trophy. What the fuck was who did? So he only had two wrong. It had to be Simone and Emil. I would have to imagine. Unless he might have picked Tyone, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, he picked Tisha. Wow. Actually, that probably should have been right, to be honest. And he picked Tyone, so he only dropped Tisha and Hyder, and then went perfect. Okay, good for Coney. Good win for him, getting his second trophy. That's good. Only 4 more cards left. What we're going to see is going to be the Goat Milk Champion. And then, where did we all finish on the leaderboard? Jess got 9th. Good to see. Always good to see that. Chrome got 13th, tied in a 5-way tie with a bunch of people. So crazy. Let's see. Smokey got 23rd. Blind Beauty got 24. DRS got 19th. I think everyone did pretty decent. I guess I'm the 3rd page. Tone got 35. Ann got 35. Moth got 34. Where the fuck did I finish? Jesus Christ, I didn't do that bad. I finished 51st. I'm top 50, baby. Yeah, not great. So, yeah, there you go. That was the Gold Milk update. So, most of you did pretty good. I'll take a fucking 50% night. Got half of them right, half of them wrong. There's an Apex card. What can I do? Mouse picked for Jess, probably. and then fucking Jess gets 9th. So, Mouse fucking ends on the 3rd page and Jess gets 9th. Well, and fucking Jess guessing on fighters she's probably never seen. It's better than fucking half of us. She's fucking Mystic, bruh. She's Mystic Jess. No. So, yeah, it's cool she still makes picks or tries to, it would seem. So, does she have a win? I don't think Jess has a win, does she? At least, I swear she won on Topology once. But I don't think she has a win on here, does she? 66%. What the fuck, Jess? Good shit. But yeah, she's not the most often predictor. So, yeah, she's not the most active. Look at her picks. Did better than all of us. Jesus Christ. Tulio, yeah, the same ones we all got wrong. So, yeah. So, what one did she get to put her over the edge, I wonder? I guess Morales, not perfect. Moss got on Jess' page and picked all the fights he didn't pick. Yeah, maybe. So, maybe. Seems like it. So, yeah, good for Jess. And, yeah, so not really a whole lot left to say there. Good night of Gold Milk. I did not do very good. Everyone else did pretty good. And, yeah, it was fun. Now, though, we can move over to talking about the fights themselves. We'll talk about the fantasy football. Well, let's check Chrome's team to make sure he doesn't have anyone injured playing, because he would still probably fucking win somehow. Okay, lineup's good. Fucking, you hate Jalen Hurts. It's fucking insane how much you will not play him. So we'll talk about fantasy a little bit later. Tomorrow, 9:30 in my time, the first game over in fucking Germany or whatever. So that'll be mental. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So, but let's talk about what actually happened on Saturday outside of picks. What happened on the card today? Again, I thought the card was fine. Phenomenal, no. Terrible, no. So probably fell off the bench. He always does. He always finds a fucking way to. He always finds the goddamn way. I swear, like, I'm probably gonna drop this motherfucker right here. If he doesn't ball out tomorrow, he's getting dropped. You're the number one. You're playing Tampa. Hell, I might drop him before the game because I'm so tired of this motherfucker. He will not break out. It's annoying. I hate him. It's like, fuck. He's getting close to getting dropped. Oh, and thank you for AJ Brown, Chrome. I'm going to play him and he's going to ball out tomorrow or Monday. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. My top two receivers this week are from Matua and Chrome. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have helped me out a good amount. So I wish I had a quarterback, but I had to pick up fucking Sam Darnold. So, joy to the world. So, we'll see how he does tomorrow against the fucking Cardinals. The retardinals. Should be interesting. So, yeah. Excited for football tomorrow. We'll look at how they're projecting all the matchups and all that. But, yeah, come on. I need a win. I can't fall to 500. I can't be mid. Can't be. Brown is just not going to play. Not because he's hurt, but because he's tired of blocking. Throw him the ball. I don't know why they don't just throw him the ball. 9 times out of 10, he's going to catch it over whoever's guarding him. Throw him the ball. Jesus Christ, man. It's like, fuck. He's AJ goddamn Brown. He's a big motherfucker, one of the best receivers in the league. More times than not, he's going to win a 50-50 ball. Give him the ball. Jesus. And then I have this idiot on my bench. So, let's go, boys. Let's go, Mr. C. I don't know. I don't understand the Eagles at all. So, whatever. Just give AJ and Quan the balls all I care about on Monday night. So, yeah. But, yeah, with that being said, well, again, we'll get back to... I'll get back again. I'll continue talking about fantasy shit that comes in chat. But for right now, let's talk about some fights real quick. I'm not going to do a full recap because that's going to be in video form tomorrow. But I'll just give my quick thoughts on all the fights. Let's do it. Beginning with the first fight of the night, which I think everyone got right, and most people got right, and it was a perfectly fine fight, actually. Fun low-level fight, as we had Zach Reese versus Jesus McVeigh. Yeah, this was a perfectly enjoyable low-level fight. McVeigh had Reese on the ropes for like 3 minutes in round 1, but then he hit him in the nuts. By that point, McVeigh was gassed and just got taken down and beaten. Then round 2 got taken down again, submitted. Reese survives and wins. Good for him. I trust Herbert to put up better numbers on Steelers defense and Hurts on Green Bay. Yeah, probably. I'd imagine. I'm on the Steelers. Yeah, more than likely. You could have just traded me Jalen. I would have gave you fucking a lot of players. But trades are over now, so he's projected 20. Jalen's projected 21. Ooh. And this is your first week without Jamar. Oof. Good luck, Chrome. I think this could be I think this is going to be one of his weeks where he balls out. I wish I fucking had him, to be honest, this week. You really like Chris Olave. I guess he does put up good stats. Is there anything on the waiver wire going into tomorrow that anyone would want? A few decent running backs still laying around there. You got not a whole lot at receiver. I still would probably say Jacoby Myers is the best receiver available. And my whole bench is on a bye. Yeah. So yeah, not a whole lot on the waiver wire. Yeah, your whole team's on a fucking bye week, pretty much. But you still got enough players. You still got a team, and you need a win this week to get back to 500, or actually get back to be at 500 from where you started. It'd be a hell of a comeback story. This team, it's possible. Not probable, but possible. Good luck. Good luck. We'll see what they project for that game in a little bit. I would like to see you win. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I want to win more importantly. So, but who did win today was Zach Reese getting a nice comeback win. Not much to say about it. Low-level fight, but it was fun though. Nick Vay is terrible. Zach Reese is terrible, but he was the better fighter here, which should say a lot about Jackson McVay. Good one for Reese PCs, and yeah, so he got a bonus, which I think is bullshit because there was much better performances. But there you go, Zach Reese gets the win, opening up the card with a decent fight. Not much to say. Then we had the second fight of the night, and my first L of the night, and a decent fight. The first of many, I would say, pretty high-level fights on this card. And we had Daniel Marcos versus Miles Johns. I'm actually shocked Peruvian actually won a fight in the UFC. They have been completely nerfed over time to just be kind of shitty. So, but Marcos did get to win here. Just kind of fought completely better than Johns, who. I don't even know what happened to Miles Johns here. He fought like a complete fucking joke. He fought like he's never fought in the UFC before. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Got destroyed, manhandled, submitted, put to sleep in front of his family, which if you suck that bad, I don't feel bad for you, and I actually laugh at something like that. Yeah, he sucks. Good one for Marcos. Not very much more to say. Yeah. Miles Johns looked pathetic, probably his UFC career over, and yeah. Then we had Denise Goins and Tisha Pennington, the first of two ranked female fights. This one probably the lesser of the two, but this one was not terrible, not great. Maybe I'm in the minority here. It seems like I am, but I do not really agree with the score of this fight. I scored this fight for Tisha. I know no one probably remembers or watched this fight, but it does not feel like Denise won this fight. For the first 10 minutes, she pretty much did nothing but throw shots that missed, and then eventually in round 3, she had her best round. I think Tisha should have got the nod here, but yeah, maybe I'm in just a weird minority. It did not feel like Denise won this fight. But I'll take the W pick. When I do the year-end awards, I'll have to rewatch this fight for the robbery ranking thing. So we'll see. And, yeah, I don't really agree with this fight right now. Maybe on a rewatch I will. Not a great fight. Debatable if Denise actually won it. There you go. It's happened. Nothing spectacular. I think Tisha might have retired after the fight. I saw something on Instagram. She said, I had a great career. Well, maybe she's done. We'll see. Either way, fine fight. Weird decision. And then we had in our fourth fight at heavyweight, probably the biggest talking point of the prelims, I'd have to imagine. because this guy talks a lot. Josh Hokit versus Max Jimenez. Yeah, great performance by Hokit. He actually showed striking, something he hasn't shown, and at least he didn't show on the Contender Series, so it was good to see striking here. He looked good. 56-second knockout, fastest finish of the night, got a bonus for it, had a fine promo after the fact. Yeah, good for Hokit. He really doesn't bother me too much. I know a lot of people hate him, but it's like silly. Not a fan of him, but I don't hate him. It's like cool. Dude had a good fight here. Doesn't bother me what he says. There's been much worse. Bryce Mitchell, anybody. Yeah, good one for Hokit. Good debut. G Menace is shit, and yeah, not very much more to say. Then we had my lock of the night. Jacqueline Cavalcanti do what I knew she would, and that is piece of Myra Bueno Silva for 15 minutes. Why was she only minus 225? Yeah, great performance by Cavalcanti, doing exactly what I think we all knew she would do, just be the better kickboxer. Chitara didn't even try to grapple that much, to be honest. I think she only shot like 2 takedowns in the whole fight. Yeah, she is not very good. She has never improved, and that's why Chitara, a year and a half after fighting for the belt against Pennington, is now on a 4-fight skid and probably gonna get cut after this fight. So, yeah, crazy. Going for Cavalcanti, everything I said before the fight I still stick with. The only thing I would say, I do hope she starts to throw more in her fights. I think she's a very talented fighter, but I think she kind of does not let her hands go enough. So hopefully she starts doing that more. And I still stand by the idea, and by this time in 2, 3, 4 years, if she's a former champ or fighting for the belt or fucking in title talks, I would not be shocked. I would pick her against everyone in the top 5. So we'll see though. Still very young. See how far Cavalcanti can do in her UFC career by the time she gets to the belt. If she does, Kayla will already be gone. See what Caval can do. Good one here. Getting Chitara out to UFC. Pretty simple. Then we had Chrome's favorite fight of the night, the Uriah Faber's son, Ricky Simone, losing to Ione Barcelos. Yeah, not much to really say about this fight. It's really good. Ricky had a great round 1, but then Ione took over in the last 2 rounds. Clear 29-28. I guess you could make a debate for Ricky to get the win, but I think it'd be a weak one. And yeah, Ione looked good. Got the win. 38 years old, still kicking ass. Good for Ione. He's still very damn good. Hopefully he gets a top 15 fight already. Ricky kind of falling into the gatekeeper side of his career at this point if he's not already. He can beat a lot of guys in the division, but anytime he gets that big step up in competition, he's always going to take that L. And kind of been the theme of his career, so Ricky Simone's not a bad fighter, but he kind of just can't break that glass ceiling, kind of like Randy Brown, and took another L here, back to drawing board. Ione will probably get a top 15 fight, which he deserves, and I'm probably going to pick him to win whoever he fights in the top 15, because it's going to probably be like, I would imagine, Rob Font or someone along those lines, and Ione's going to win that fight, so yeah, not really a whole lot left to say there. Good one for Ione. Should have got a fight of the night bonus here. Banger. Then we had the piss break of the night, the most boring fight of the night because Emmers was scared to fight. Jamal Emmers versus Hyder Emil. Round 1 was decent. Emil kind of just forgot how to actually hit anybody, and Emmers pieced him up. And then round 2 and 3, Emmers just cuddled him on the floor. Boring. You should be banned and you should be DQ'd for doing this boring shit. How did you have a boring fight with Hyder Emil? The dude had Gilbert Melendez in his corner. Like, fuck, man. Don't make Gilly lace up the gloves again. You know, that crazy motherfucker. Don't give GFL ideas. Yeah, do you think, how the fuck do you train with a scrap pack? Like, the Diaz brothers, some of the greatest grapplers of all time, and you have no idea how to grapple. The fuck are you doing over there? She's probably hurt if we don't know. Boring fight, shitty way to end the prelims. Bleh. Then we go to the main card meeting with probably the fight that annoyed me the most. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Marco Tulio. Mr. Dumont got put the fuck out cold. Yeah, like Mr. Dumont kind of just could not get going. He got elbowed in the fucking forehead like a minute in, and then fucking got beat up on the ground. Round 2, got clipped with a spinning back fist and put out cold. Yeah, Tulio sucks. Mr. Dumont for a reason. Somehow Norma looked better last week in her loss. Yeah, how do you lose to, and fucking COD couldn't even see out of his one eye. Dumb. What a can. Both of them are, mainly Tulio. Shit, actually, fine fight, fun knockout. COD is still a dog shit fighter. And, yeah, not very much else to say. Do COD and Charbullet already. Let's see which fucking UFC. I did what Dana White privilege middleweight gets the win. Shitty fight. Good knockout. Tulio's a bitch. Next. Speaking of bitches, our next fight, the first of the Bonfim boys, and we get the lazy one of the two first off. Then we had Chris Padilla and Ismael Bonfim. Yeah, Padilla just walked him down and broke him. That's round 1. He just walked him down and beat him up. Round 2 did the same, hurt him, ground and pound late in the round where Ismael completely quit. Simple. Good win for Padilla. Looked good. Good win for Eric Andre. Getting the win here against Ismael, who's a fucking joke, especially compared to his brother, who, again, I don't even think Gabriel is that good. But Jesus, you make Gabriel look like goddamn a fucking fantastic fighter. And, yeah, good for Padilla. Happy for him. I don't know who the fuck that guy was who fought Jack Herbert I think last year. That was not the guy we saw here. He looked good. Good win. Not very much else to say. Then we have Chrome's confident pick of the night. I fucking wish I would have had that same confidence in the doctor here. And our third fight of the main card, we had Euros Medic versus Muslim Salikov. I did get one thing right about this card, about this fight. Someone was getting knocked out, and yeah, someone got knocked out. Too bad it was not who I picked. Fuck. Yeah, Uncle Salikov just got fucking chased down and beat up and put out in a minute. Sucks, but yeah, what can you say? Yeah, it sucks to see Salikov get put out, because who doesn't like Uncle Salikov beating people's asses? But just couldn't get going here. Medic just stormed him and beat his ass, and that was about that. So yeah, not really much else to say. Good win for Medic on that. So yeah, pretty simple. Fun. Only won a minute. Knew someone was gonna get put out there, and someone did. And not very much else to say. And then the co-lame, Morales and Snow. I don't care. You don't care. Next. And then the main event, the fight where I got it badly wrong. Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Another fight I wish I had Chrome's confidence, but I didn't. Yeah, Gabriel kind of just dominated him. Randy could never really get going, and he takes the L here. And like I said, I guess the best way to describe Randy Brown is he's really good, but he's never going to be able to be good enough. That just seems like the thing with him. He is a really good fighter, but kind of like Ricky Simone, even I think Ricky has been good enough at times, Brown just isn't good enough. And he got beat up here. He took the L, and Yeah, got knocked out. Good stoppage. I don't know what else to really say. He's just never gonna be good enough. He got the spotlight here. It should have been a fight he should win. No luck. Bonfim has probably the best performance of his career. I still don't think he's very good. He looked good here. And, yeah. Good one for Bonfim. Randy Brown's never going to be good enough, it seems, even though he is a good fighter. And, yeah, that was that. That was your main event, and that was your card, UFC Vegas. One. Like I said, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I thought it was mainly enjoyable. I didn't enjoy these parts of it, but I thought everything else was and I thought this part was dumb. The rest was good. I had no issue with any of this. I thought all of this was good. I thought this was good, and the main was fine. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Mainly, I'm a lot better than last week's card. There was no eye pokes or fucking dick kick, or not dick kicks, fixed fights. There was a couple dick nut shots, but yeah, no one looks like they fixed a fight, or at least that blatantly, and no one got eye poked that badly. So yeah, can't really complain too much. It's fine. It was better than having no fights. Enjoyed it. What else can I really say? Yeah, I'll give my rating, the bonuses, chopping block, all that shit in that short on Monday and in the recap video tomorrow. So it's just like an abbreviated look at the card. It was fine. I thought it was perfectly passable, and there you go. So yeah, clearly talking about this card put everyone to sleep because no one actually gives a shit about this card. I don't know. I thought it got a lot of hate going into it, unwarranted. I don't think anyone's hating it going out of it because I thought most people probably agree it was passable at worst. And there you go. So, not really too much else to say there. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about this card. Because I'm not going to talk about next week's card till tomorrow. Is there anything else to talk about? I do think it's bullshit Medicine Padilla didn't get bonuses. I'll say okay, there was 4 performance bonuses and they did not get 1, which is bullshit. But it is what it is, and that was another Saturday in the Apex. Not really a lot else I can think to say. It was fun. Better than nothing. Anything else to say? Oh yeah, let's see what my Tapology predicted my percentages now. Probably still what it always is. Yeah, 59.9. I'm the king of the 59% club. I don't fucking know why, but I just am. So yeah. Well, actually, they haven't been updated yet, so I probably will stay. I probably will fall to 59.8. Joy. Yeah. So. Alright, what else to say? So, yeah. The only thing. Let's talk about some fantasy, shall we? Of course, if anyone wants to talk about some MMA shit, say it in chat, I'll talk about it. No, but there's no one in chat, so that's kind of an issue. So, I don't think that's gonna be a worry. But, yeah, I guess. Let's talk about some fucking fantasy shit now. So we got fantasy. We'll look at fantasy basketball first. I guess everyone went over to Smokies. I don't blame you. I'm actually losing to my 2 in fantasy b-ball a little bit by a good little amount. Don't love that at all. So let's see. Got a good amount of points, but so did he. So he's beating me at the moment by a little bit going into tomorrow, which will be the last game we have. So we'll see if I can get back, if I can come back and win. Chrome's gonna lose here, but again, I don't think either of these 2 are setting their lineup, so I highly doubt they give a shit. I heard Jalen Green had a great first game back. At 46 points, nice. Vast and Bots are in a banger. Bots look like they're probably gonna get the win unless Vast gets a shit ton of points late. So good on them. And then Botter is beating Tonin. Looks like he's gonna get the win there as well. So Tone into says lineup. Damn. Oh yeah, I read De'Aaron Fox came back tonight. So, and the bot teams suck at putting players in when they're fucking off injury reserve, but it looks like they won this game anyway, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, so my game is still close. It could go either way, but it looks like the bot teams are gonna win and Chrome is gonna lose. So there you go, fancy basketball updates for anyone who gives a shit. I know you don't. Let's just talk about fancy football, because I know that's what I care to talk about more. You know, I like fancy football or basketball or your fancy foosball. So yeah, we already talked about what happened Thursday night. Let's look at what the projected points are going into Sunday morning when the games start. I'm still projected to lose. Shocker. Again, I'm not starting off hot, getting 3 points out of my first start of the week. Great. Yeah, we'll see what fucking happens there. Hopefully I can get a win. I need a win. If I lose, I fall to 500, which would probably kind of just eliminate me from the playoffs. If I get a win, I would have a good percentage chance of getting in the playoffs, so we'll see which one happens. Ninja is meant to beat Tone, who is playing some really risky players. So, come on, Tone, get the win. That'd be so funny, but I have my doubts. Chrome and Shiesty in a 50-50 game. Shiesty only got 3 points out of Brock Bowers, which really helps Chrome and really hurts Shiesty. Again, I hope she sets her lineup before tomorrow, because playing Jordan Mason is kind of insane, but we'll see what happens. Good luck to both of you. And then Tone looks like he's going to win this game with ease, which is great to see. So, yeah, not really a whole lot to say there. Come on, Puka, Cook, Lamar, JSN, Laporta, etc., etc. So, yeah, not really much else to say there. So, should be interesting. I'm excited. This is probably the lineup I'm running with going into tomorrow. I don't know who else I would fucking play. I don't know. I have some faith in my team, I guess. In some of my players, I guess. Not a lot of them, I guess. Darnold, I have faith in. Saquon, kind of. Marvin, AJ, Warren, yep. Judkins, yeah. Colts, hopefully. Is Sauce Gardner playing tomorrow? I really want to know if he is. South. Is he making his debut tomorrow? No. Or is he gonna play tomorrow or not? Huh. I guess we really don't know. I would imagine he should, but I guess time will tell if he's playing tomorrow. Actually, I guess we can kind of just go here and look. I would imagine he would. And I'm guessing they would really like if he did. But, who fucking knows? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna play. So, should be very interesting. So yeah, I got them, and I got Jake Bates, who I think is gonna do phenomenal. So wish me luck, unless you're Vast, and I know you're not wishing me luck, but see what happens, man. See what fucking happens. I have, I guess, faith, but we'll see. Oh, we'll fucking see, and see what happens. Not really a whole lot else I can think to say. I need a win. So, RJ Harvey fucked me, man. 3.8. Fuck. See what happens tomorrow. I'm guessing no one. Well, I wouldn't be shocked if people make waiver moves for a game tomorrow, but at this point, clearly no one's running after anyone who's available because they've been off waivers for 3 goddamn days. So some decent running backs: Tyrone, Jones. Receiver, not having much great. I still think Jacoby Myers would probably be the best receiver available. So, and that should say a lot in its own right. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tight end, I wouldn't even fucking waste time thinking about it. It's so terrible. Oh, I think next week's the Colts bye week, and I'm gonna need to get a tight end. I don't wanna. That's gonna be fun. So, yeah, I guess about that. Good luck to everyone outside of Vast and Fancy tomorrow. See what happens. Should be fun. Trying to think if there's anything left to say. Kind of just rambling to myself now. Well, I guess someone is listening in the background. The tone, is that you? Crazy. I know it's not Chrome. He probably does. Alright, thank you. We got up to 190 subs and then we fell back down to 189, which is still great. So shout out to y'all for that. And I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about, or I can think to talk about. Now, am I going to talk about anything for next week until next week? It'd be stupid to talk about any of that shit right now. Yeah, not really much more I can think to say. Fights today were perfectly fine. Excited for football tomorrow. 9:30 is the Colts game in Germany. For me, it could be. Well, I think for Chrome it would be 8:30 and etc. etc. So yeah, not really much else to say there. Let's go. What's up, Toner? Good to see you, brother. I'm guessing because you just got here, you've been listening in the shadows. So we looked at your fancy matchup. Looks like you're gonna win that game with ease, football wise, and talked about fights, talked about fancy in general. So it's gonna be fun. So, yeah, not really much else I can think to say. I'll go for a couple more minutes. I'll go to probably around the hour mark. We're at 52 minutes right now. But yeah, if y'all don't got really anything y'all want to say, I'm guessing y'all are at Smokies, which I understand. I would rather watch him as well. So if that's the case, then we'll chill for another couple minutes and then get the fuck on out of here. And then head into Sunday, which obviously is football day. Obviously I'll do the Hangover and NFL recap tomorrow, etc., etc. He's hardcore here, still alive, which is cool. Nobody's doing good. I didn't get to set my basketball lineup. Yeah, I saw that. That showed to be very clear very quickly. Yeah, it doesn't seems like me, Vast, and Matua are the only people who care about the basketball. Maybe next year we'll get, maybe y'all will care a little more and we'll, it'll be done a little bit better. So I'm happy we did it nonetheless. But, yeah, it's far from perfect. So, I don't know, I'm so happy we did it. I enjoy it. I enjoy signing layups every day, even though I do forget. But, yeah. So. Fantasy football is still much better, and fantasy MMA is the best of the three. And what fantasy MMA, you may ask? That'd be goat milk, I would imagine. What do you call picking fights fantasy MMA? Like, I guess necessarily it would be, because how else would you do it? So, is there actually a fantasy MMA thing? I wonder. Fantasy MMA. Is that actually a fucking thing? I care, but I had tons of shit to do today. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not. I could care less what y'all do. Like, I know, again, like, no. So, I'm happy that you do care, my brother. So, So there actually is a fucking fancy MMA thing. That's interesting. We might have to do that next year. So it's very creatively invite one or more friends to play against the bot. MMApick'ems.com. Aha. Huh. We might have to do this next year. There's a fantasy MMA thing. That's interesting to say the very least. Huh. We might have to do this next year, boys. Fantasy MMA. There is, yeah. That's super fucking interesting. Huh. I'm gonna look into this shit. We might be doing this next year. I don't know how it works exactly, but it sounds fucking crazy. Cause like when if I think about fantasy MMA, I don't know how you could draft players. Well, not player, but fighters. Cause let's say you draft a guy who, let's say, he fights in February, breaks his fucking leg. Then what? So I don't know how this would work exactly, but I am more than intrigued and seeing. I'm gonna keep this in mind. I'm gonna really keep this in mind. I think that could be either a complete flop or really fun. So I don't know. That sounds weird. I don't know how it works exactly, if I'm being honest with you. That would be cool. I think it would. Done right, I think could be cool. I don't know how it works. Again, I have no idea. So would the number one pick be the best fighter or the most active? Because if I think about it, the best fighter to have would be Kevin Holland, right? So I don't know how that would work. That's so fucking interesting. We're gonna do that next year. I think Moss would actually do that. I think he would enjoy that. But I'm gonna have to look into that more. How the fuck it even works. And if it's cool enough, we'll do that next year, man. I truly think it could be an interesting one. And I'd be more than down to do it. So I'm intrigued. It had me more than a little intrigued. Huh. Yeah, I would have to imagine Kevin Holland would be the best fighter, the number one pick. Because unless you're going like, and how would points be scored? Like, would it be like in the winning a fight, or would it be like, oh, the amount of fucking? I don't know. That's weird. I'm gonna keep that in mind. We might do that next year. I don't know how it would work in the fucking fighters, but fantasy MMA. I've seen it all now. Can you do? So you can do fantasy football, basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey. I'm fucking Smokey probably does fancy fucking rugby and races, horses. I can do fancy MMA. Intriguing. What else can you do? Like, I don't know what other what sport does not have fantasy. So crazy. Huh. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'm gonna look into that. We might be doing that next year. Fantasy MMA. That's a sentence and a half that I never thought I would say. I'm trying to think about it right now. Like, if it is something that's cool, dude, we could probably do like a fucking 15-person league too, because like all of us love MMA. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on that. I'm gonna look into that, and I don't even have to say if y'all would want to do it. I know you would. But I gotta see how you do it, how it works. If it's stupid, I'm not gonna waste my time. But how would it work? I wonder. Huh. Interesting. I think that's a good way to end the night, ain't it? Kind of a fucking, yeah, that's crazy. I think that's maybe a decent way to end the stream with kind of a cliffhanger, like, ooh, fantasy MMA, how intriguing. Obviously, we can't start now. But yeah, would it be, you could probably, gotta make sure Swift is actually playing. I think he is. But he's always questionable, so that's not new, but yeah. I think he probably will play. Even though Managi's probably the better running back anyway. But yeah, fantasy MMA. So it would have to go, well, fantasy UFC, obviously MMA, no one cares about that shit. We care about the UFC. So would it just be all 44 cards? And that's how it would work? I don't know. That's super intriguing. I'm gonna look into that. Okay. Wow. I mean, I'm trying to think in my mind how that would even work. Like, I guess with a waiver wire, you could pick, like, let's say you didn't have a fighter that week, you could try and pick one up. And how would matchups work? Because you couldn't do it like a 1 weekend thing, because there's no way you're having enough fighters. Huh. It'd have to be like a month-long game, but that would be 12 games, or I guess 10 in the playoffs. How would that even work? I don't even know. Huh. I'm gonna look into fantasy MMA. So, as weird as that sounds. So, there you go. Not really much else to say. But yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say, man. He was questionable last week, then was about 2 hours before the game. He is Chrome. I'll take a look at the recent update on D Swifty. Because if he's out here, you need to pick up a running back, wouldn't you? Because you don't have a backup you could play. I would pick up running back just to be safe. I would get rid of fucking Hollywood and pick up running back. So, just in general, let alone to have a good backup. Let's see, what is the status on DeAndre Swift? Swift groin / personal expected to play Sunday against the Giants. Adam Schefter of ESPN reports. Swift missed last Sunday's win over the Bengals, allowing rookie Kyle Managi to have a breakout performance en route to Coach McDonald said he a hot hand approach. Yeah, why did they not trade DeAndre Swift when Managi's better? Whatever. Interesting. Yeah, he's probably gonna play, but I think his snaps are gonna be way down. Like, I wonder what fucking Kyle's projected, because if he's better, he's projected 11. If they're going a hot hand approach, they're clearly gonna give him more snaps. And Jonathan Frye believes in a guy having a hot hand, which may sway the running back pecking order between number one. Interesting. That's very interesting. So we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens there. I would definitely weird. We'll see. Worst case scenario, or actually probably the best case scenario, they just run like a double-headed backfield all game. They both get like, I don't know, fucking 15 carries apiece or whatever. Yeah. But I don't think that would work, but who knows? Who fucking knows? So we'll see. Interesting. This is the weekly battle with DeAndre Swift. Is he or isn't he gonna play? That's been his whole fucking career, I swear to God. I've had him fantasy before, and every week he's goddamn questionable. It's like, dude, why are you made out of such fucking glass? Whatever. I don't have him. So I'm not upset. But yeah, that's all y'all really wanted to talk about. Again, for another topic up to talk about if y'all want. But more than likely, I think it's probably time to get out of this bitch. We learned that fantasy MMA is a thing, and we might actually do it next year. Weird. I hope if it is something we do, I hope Moss joins because I think he would enjoy it and do it. Even though it's not goat milk, but I think he would enjoy it. So we'll see. And yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'll look into that. We had some decent fight today. I hope he don't play. Yeah, but you fucking do, Tom, because you got fucking Kyle starting. So if Swift plays, you might have to either bench Kyle or fucking pray. So we'll see what happens. And probably just as a fan, you hope he doesn't play because again, Kyle's better. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's a normal weekly thing with DeAndre Swift. Will he or won't he? Like along the fucking greatest story ever told. Yeah. But yeah, not really a lot else to say there. I feel like I gotta sneeze. I did. Yeah, not really a lot else to say here. What are we at? 106. Yeah, this was fun. Fun little after party. Felt like we went longer than an hour in a good way, but only an hour. Still was really fun. And I hope you all enjoyed. We talked fights, fantasy MMA, a lot of interesting shit, and we'll see what happens. Good luck to everyone in fantasy tomorrow. Happy everyone did pretty decent on picks. We had a fun, decently enjoyable card, and had a very enjoyable after party. So shout out to y'all for that. Shout out to everyone who was in chat tonight. Tone, Chrome, Mr. C, Free C, Western Mass, Perrin Takin. Shout out to all of you legends. Love y'all. Thank you for dropping in tonight. We're gonna end with 19 views and 5 likes. Thank you. And yeah, tonight was fun, man. Fun little after party after the card. I gotta still record a recap for the card. Ugh. Never looking forward to. That's definitely the thing I look forward to the least during the week. Not because I don't enjoy making the video, because it's so fucking bitchy. I gotta do it on Saturday night. Ugh. Great. But yeah, there's a fine card at least. So we'll make doing a recap for it more bearable. And yeah, we'll see what happens, man. So this was fun. I had a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed the after party. Hope y'all be live again tomorrow night with the Hangover and NFO recap. So keep an eye out for that. Same bat time, same bat channel. Recap video tomorrow. Shorts on Monday for the card. And yeah, unless I'm going to say something, which I don't believe I am, go check out Smokey, who's live right now. I think Hardcore Hater, Combatics, his original name, is still live. I believe he might have canceled, not canceled, but might have ended stream by now. Let's take a look. Islam new champ. Let's fucking hope not. Yeah, Hardcore Hater is still alive, so okay, let me do this. Gee, I don't need to. Hey, yo. How many people do I got in chat right now? None? Great. Oh, fucking. Actually, I don't need to drop their links. You already know Smoking fucking Hardcore is linked on my channel, so go check them out. Fuck Islam. Hopefully, JDM beats the fucking inbred out of him. And, yeah, not really a whole lot else left to say there. So we'll talk about that card next week. I want to hear and still in the main event and new in the co-main. I know we definitely going to hear it in the co-main. We're going to hear and new, so that'll be fun. I like my Christmas. I like my champions who finish fights. So you don't like Islam Makhachev too much, or any of those inbred Russians because they just want to out. So yeah, they fucking suck. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this because I know I'm right. JDM in the UFC has let's see, 5 finishes and 8 UFC fights. Islam has, well, if we're counting submissions, he has 8, but if we're counting real knockouts, it's 3 knockouts to 4 knockouts. Yeah, let that neckbeard hatred out of your heart. He's an inbred. The only one I don't hate is Khabib because he's the only good one. I think the Nurmagomedovs are just like the Gracies. They had one good fighter, that being Khabib, and the rest have been garbage ever since. Look at the rest of the Nurmagomedov family. Islam, shit. Umar, shit. Usman, shit. Saeed, shit. Abubakar, shit. They're not good. Islam's different. He even looks different. He has black hair. They have brown hair. And he's one of the worst of the bunch. Goddamn. You lost to Volkanovski and was in a close fight with Dustin Poirier. And no matter what you think of that, he ran from Ilya to Poirier. So that's all you need to say. That's all I need to say. If he wins next week, if he can't duck Ilya, I'm guessing Ilya's gonna be in the crowd. They better do that face off. You got to do that fight, and but first you got to win next week. Which we'll see how Islam does. We'll talk about that fight more next week. Fuck Islam Makhachev and all those inbred fucking goat fuckers. Fuck them. Fuck the Russians. I'll take Khabib. I like him. And the Dagestanis. They're too boring for this sport. They just want to cuddle, brother, and they cherry pick easy fights. So can't run from Ilya forever, but can you even beat JDM? We'll see. With that being said, that's our card next week. He lost the last round. I like saying Edwards lost to Diaz because of what happened at the end of the fight. Islam and Volk? No, Islam lost most of that fight. Like, even that round where he sniffed Volk's back for fucking 5 minutes. The Volk should have won that round because he actually tried to fight. And then actually Diaz did beat Edwards. So, Islam will actually strike with you. I guarantee you he shoots on JDM within 2 minutes. I guarantee you, because if 65-year-old Dustin Poirier was piecing him up, what is Jack Della gonna do? So, yeah, Islam sucks. Why do you think he's so scared of Ilya? Because Ilya can grapple and strike. Yeah, Islam sucks. I don't care what anyone says. Merab is so much better. Khabib's better. Ilya's better. What else can you actually say? The dude lost to Volkanovski. And fucking was losing or in a close fight with Dustin Poirier a year ago. So, whatever. Islam sucks. We'll talk about his bitch ass next week after he ran away from Ilya. And let's go, JDM. We're all cheering for you. Yeah, Box Poirier, that was the shocking part about it was 2-2 going into the 5th. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That could not be a clearer 2-2 fight if I've ever seen it. So, and why the fuck was he fighting Poirier anyway when there was more deserving challengers? But we can always overlook that part as well. He ran away from a Charles rematch. He ran from a fight with Arman, Ilya. But he wanted to fight Dustin and Gaethje. Yeah, that's not a champion. That's a coward. That's a fucking coward. He wanted to fight Moicano? For fuck's sake, get real. That dude's a joke. He's fucking pathetic. So, Islam's pathetic. Fuck him. Hoping JDM breaks his fucking teeth down his throat. And if JDM wins, Islam's not getting a title fight at lightweight if he goes back down, so Islam is screwed if he loses. If he loses, now he either has to fight someone at welterweight in the top 15 or go back and fight someone in the top 15 of lightweight. So he's fucked either way. If he if he wins, he has to fight Ilya. If he loses, he has to go. He's not getting a title fight against Ilya at lightweight. That's the funniest part of it all. But that's next week. We'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow and then a lot during the week. Come on, JDM. We're cheering for you against the inbred piece of shit. And Whaley's going to get her second bout. Prates and Morales are going to win. It's going to be a fun card next week. So we made it past our last hurdle to that point. Ilya's too small for Islam. No, he's not. He's just better and would smash him. Taking DC down in training. Yeah, because DC is a fucking dough ball. Ilya would smash Islam. I've heard people say Ilya would get beat by most of the welterweights, and he would beat all of them. Find a fighter who can beat Ilya Topuria, and I'll call you a liar. No, after losing to Islam. Yeah, because he didn't lose to Islam. He won that fight. And plus, that's Alexander Volkanovski. He's a legend. Islam Makhachev's Khabib's nepo bitch. Volkanovski's the greatest featherweight of all time. What the fuck is Islam? Khabib's fucking baby. Khabib's nepo baby. I think one legacy is a little more. I can't even say Islam has a legacy because that would mean he's actually ever done anything in the sport where he hasn't. In 10 years, no one is even going to remember Islam. Size matters eventually. Does it, Chrome? Does size matter? No. Yeah, Ilya was going up to goddamn middleweight, but yeah, welterweight. Show me a welterweight who can beat Ilya. There's not one. Ilya's the best fighter in the world, and Merab's right behind him. Yeah, it's that simple. And then when he played rugby, yeah, and then he fucking shrunk down and became the greatest featherweight of all time. So he never got handed anything like Islam. Show me something Islam has ever earned. And there you go. Show me something Islam ever earned in his career. Title shot, didn't earn that. Fucking pound number one, never earned that. Like, Volk fucking earned everything. Ilya has earned everything. You got juice. Yeah, you gotta do that sometimes. You gotta do that. Sometimes you look like Brock Lesnar when he was playing rugby. Hey man, you gotta do that sometimes when you're like, he's not doing that in the UFC. That's all that matters. And if he was, who cares? It's Volk. We love him. So it's not, even if he was, it wouldn't be a fucking matter. So that's about that. Like, we all know the Russians are on nothing Jews. We don't need to get into that fucking debate. Jesus Christ. Look at fucking Hamza. You're telling me that dude's a natural? Get fucking real. That dude's on every juice he can fucking find. Fucking Islam's using IVs. So come on, I don't want to hear about someone cheating when you're trying to defend Islam who's on fucking IVs. So I don't want to hear it. So but you gotta start letting me in the main event. I'm almost always right. Well, I actually do think Islam will probably win next week, man, because JDM's like not a really strong champion. We all know it should be Shavkat and Islam next week, but you know Shavkat's beating himself one month at a time. But yeah, I do think Islam will probably win. He's gonna win another boring fight like he always does. He's going to take down JDM, cuddle him, take him down, cuddle him, take him down, cuddle him, take him down, cuddle him, and take him down, cuddle him. Neither guy will look like they've been in a fight because they don't. Islam's not gonna ever do any damage to someone. That'll be that. So, like his chick get taken by a random dude, like JP member in Florida, and Islam is fucking the local goat. So, there you go. So, that being said, you've made me go on an extra like 15 minutes of streaming. Thank you, Chrome. Love you, brother. But yeah, we'll talk about this much more next week. The goat fucker Islam Makhachev is going to lose, hopefully, and can't wait for that card. It's gonna be a great card. In the garden, should be fun. I'm getting the fuck out of here for UFC Vegas 111. It happened. It was not terrible, and let's see what happens in the card. So, that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed the card today and is having a great Saturday, first part of their weekend. And let's head to Sunday. Hopefully, everyone has a great second half of their weekend. Hopefully, it's actually a weekend for you to relax. And let's read Ilya's wife now. No. I don't even remember what she looks like. Fine. That'll be the last thing I do before I get out of here. Ilya's wife. She's like a 6. Yeah, she's like a fucking 6. I would say. Yeah, nothing special at all. So, don't think Ilya should be that upset in the end. So, yeah, I would say like a 6 out of 10. That's really all I can say there. And I don't want to. The breakup thing makes fighters better. Look at Alex Pereira. That made him better. But yeah, that's really about all I really got left to say. It should be Ilya and fucking Islam next week, but Islam's a coward who ducked him. So, with that being said, tonight was fun. Yeah, Ilya, don't the guy I made no more. She kicked him out. Yeah, I guarantee you, I know who got the house in that debate. Like, how is he gonna continue copying Connor without a wife? Like, come on, is Ilya gonna get with fucking D Devlin now? Actually, that'd be the fucking funniest plot twist in the world. And actually, if he did, it'd be an upgrade for Ilya. So, I don't think Connor would mind too much if he would even know he's so fucking coked up. And got Jet Life no more. That was hers. Yeah, because Ilya Tapoya have no fucking money. He could not just get a private jet. Yeah, I'm very sure the biggest star in the UFC right now who's making plenty of money is a 2-time champ, is fucking eating ramen tomorrow. With the one with money, he is from the streets, and now he has the money, and who cares what the fuck she does. Again, I don't think Ilya Taporia is gonna be eating goddamn ramen tomorrow. He's again a 2-time UFC champion and the biggest star in the fucking sport right now. So I don't think he's doing too bad for himself, especially since he's probably gonna main event the first Paramount card. So I think Ilya's doing more than okay, and yeah, so not really much else to say there. Yeah. So again, Islam's over there fucking goats. So you don't got 100 million like Connor. No, I didn't say you got Connor money, but Elliot Boyer got money. So yeah, I don't think that's an issue for him. But I'm getting out of here. Yeah, not very much else to say. And enough, Chrome. Okay, I'm saying shout out to Chrome. Love you, brother. And JDM's gonna win. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn subs go by the end of 2025. And as always, unless I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am, fuck Islam. Always a good thing to say. And as always, No one is gonna know who he is because they can't pronounce his name. Really? That's your fucking take on all this? Yeah, many people know Marab, Volkanovski, Nurmagomedov. I think I've heard that name a few times. Let's see who else. Fucking. Like, do I need to go on? Like the fuck? That doesn't even make any bit of fucking sense. Fuck, Usyk. Do you want a boxer for you? Who's a ginormous star? Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Valentina Shevchenko, Weili Zhang. May I continue going on? Like, it's not that hard to learn it. I brought Marab to Oklahoma. Now we know who he is. Sure. They would know who Ilia Topuria is, so they would more than know who Ilia Topuria is. And everyone else I named, they would know to a fucking D. Yeah, I think they're gonna know the number one pound for pound ranked fighter in the world right now. I don't think that's gonna be much of an issue for Ilia Topuria. The guy who's about to main event the first Paramount pay-per-view. So I think that's a big deal. I think that's a pretty big deal, and I think people are gonna know who he is, and they're gonna be hyped when that fight gets announced. So I think you're pushing your luck a bit. Most Americans still don't even know who Messi and Ronaldo is. I think that's a reach as well. I think at least I think Ronaldo, everyone knows by now. Messi, probably like 80%. So I think you're still pushing your luck a little bit there. Again, Alexander Usyk, do you want a boxer for you? Canelo Alvarez, he's very American now, is he? Fuck, I could go on for that's another. You're not helping your debate here, Chrome. You're kind of just making me look right. Like Jesus, I don't even know, truly. So, I think your debate there is stupid. Is a little bit silly. Yeah. Anyways, Ilya's not even the hardest name to say. What the fuck? It's Topuria. Okay, I'll give you that one. You say Ilya. That's what we say. I think you're pushing your luck on there. Well, yeah, Connor is Connor, but trust me, a lot of people know a lot of other fighters than Conor McGregor. So I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. I think that's a bit reaching of a debate there, but whatever. The good thing, I don't give a fuck who anyone knows. I care about what I know, and what I know is Ilya's the fucking biggest star in the sport right now. What else there to say? So, yeah. Not much else to say though. I'm getting out of here. I went on an extra 20 minutes because Chrome wants to argue. Can't just say I'm right when I'm right. And yeah, so as always, had a great night with y'all. Shout out to all y'all. And as always, RX out. Good vibes. Outside of Connor, only Fire fans know these guys. Outside of Connor, only Fight fans know these guys. Alex Pereira. I think everyone knows Alex fucking Pereira. John Jones. May I go on? No, do I not need to? Sean Strickland became a fucking superstar for a minute. I could just keep going, but I don't think it's gonna be very much needed. They're about to do a fucking card at the White House. I think people know why you sound like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a new one. That's definitely a new one. So, I'm your number. Good vibes only. And always.